Round 3 of the 2018 Australian Men's Interstate Teams matches. It's Queensland versus Western Australia, with the loser facing a tough road to make Friday's final. Dobbelaar leading out the Queensland team on another chilly Adelaide morning. In the number 6 game, 17-year-old West Australian junior Josh Greer was deadly with the putter, but so too was Queenslander Jed Morgan, who keeps his undefeated record this week with a 4-3 win. No Queensland has been better on the greens this week than Doug Klein. He was up against the reigning Mandurah amateur champion Hayden Barron in the number 5 game. Klein hasn't trailed at any point in a game this week, and that didn't change this morning. It was a tight tussle, but Klein finally took the honours with a 2-1 win. Of the remaining 5 matches, all would be heading down the final hole. In the number 7 contest, Queenslander Dobbelaar and West Australian Fred Lee are both playing in their second men's interstate series. It was a seesawing battle with the lead changing at 4 different times throughout the match. The final result was therefore fitting. Both players had a chance to pinch the win on the final hole, but they were unable to convert, the final result being all square. The number 4 game featured the newly crowned Australian boys amateur champion Connor Fuchs from Western Australia. He had a 2-up lead through 12 holes in his match against Queenslander Lawry Flynn, but it was Flynn who rallied to take this match. This stinging long iron from 205 metres on the final hole clinched a 1-up win. There was much experience at Shae in the number 3 match. Queenslander Dylan Perry and West Australian Kieran Day have a combined 8 interstate series appearances between them. Doug Klein was out offering his support to Perry, but it was Day who had the chance to take the win on the final hole. It was not to be. That game finished all square and locked up 4 points and a contest win for Queensland. Queenslander Charlie Dann was 2 for 2 on day 1, and this morning he was off in the number 2 match against West Australia's Ben Ferguson. And if you thought Lawry Flynn's effort into the final hole was good, well, check out this attempt from Dann on the 205-metre par 3. Ferguson was trailing 1 down and needed to hole this chip shot from right of the green for any chance. Not to be, and Dann took that match 2 up. There was a lot of interest in the big number 1 match between Minwoo Lee from Western Australia and Shae Wools-Cobb from Queensland. Lee snuck away to a 2-up lead after 10 holes, but when Wools-Cobb holed this bomb of a putt, he was 1 up with 2 holes to play. And that's how it would finish. Lee missed a chance to square things up on the last, and the final result would go Queensland's way. 5 wins, 2 squares, and no losses in beating Western Australia 6 games to 1.